Hi guys, today we're talking about one brand and one brand only. A few months ago on Instagram, I asked you which brands you wanted me to focus on with these types of videos, basically explaining to you which products are my favorites from that brand. The top three that came up were Benefit, Maybelline, and Revlon. Maybelline I'm pretty comfortable with talking about right away. Not right away because it's been a few months, but I have been trying out some new things over the last few months, but I'm comfortable with doing it first because I think I have a good range of products from that brand. Revlon I am pretty familiar with as well, and then Benefit I'm not that familiar with. I'm still trying out some new products from Benefit, so I'm going to update you later on which products I like from that brand, but today we are starting with Maybelline. The only thing with these types of videos is I'm not going to have a lot of foundations or anything because I have such sensitive skin and it's really hard for me to try a lot of different stuff on my face because I just can break out because of the tiniest thing. So I don't have any foundation in this video, but I am going to talk about two concealers. The first one is not a surprise. It is the Instant Age Rewind Concealer, and I use the shade Light typically. I also have it in the shade Brightener, but Light is my favorite for under the eyes. This one is such a popular product. It has that sponge tip applicator, and I know some of you were saying that I can take this off because I wasn't really sure if it was hygienic, but I haven't done it yet. I know I can take it off, but I've used a decent amount of product, and I do have another one that I've used on a business trip, so I have two of these, and basically I like to create an upside down triangle under my eyes and blend it out with either a brush or my Real Techniques sponge, and it is just so creamy and just does such a good job at brightening my under eye area. The next concealer I love is one that I've only discovered in the last month or so. Instant Age Rewind still wins out, I think, overall, but this is a really close second, and it is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I use it in the shade Fair, and it kind of looks like the NARS concealer that everyone loves. I still haven't tried that. This is a light to medium coverage, and same goes for the Instant Age Rewind. So if you have really dark circles and you want a lot of coverage, these are probably not going to do it for you, but I think for the price, they are such a good product, and I highly, highly recommend these concealers. I have two mascaras that I'm going to talk about, and by the way, I have 10 products here that I'm talking about, so those were my first two, and these are 3 and 4, and they're not really in any particular order, but I am going to talk about the Maybelline The Rocket Volume, and I wear the waterproof version in, I think, Very Black, and this is the Full and Soft by Maybelline, and it is also waterproof. This has always been my holy grail mascara for, I would say, maybe now like 12 years or something like that. I've just always used this. I like it because it really separates my lashes and keeps the curl, which is so huge for me because a lot of mascaras out there don't hold the curl for me even for like 30 seconds. And then I like wearing this on top of the Full and Soft. I like to pair them together. I think it's good because this just adds a lot more volume than if I were to wear this alone. So I used to wear this alone and think it was fine, but then I tried this on top and it was magic. So I definitely like pairing these two together. Another great thing about those mascaras is they're pretty easy to remove. I just use the Neutrogena eye makeup remover and I have no issues. Another eye product, and this will be product number 5, it is the Color Tattoo, and this isn't bad to the bronze. I love a lot of the shades of the Maybelline Color Tattoos. I just recently used up Barely Branded, and that's one that didn't completely run out, but it got to the point where it was just so dry and unusable. I'm just putting it in my bag where I basically collect my empties for an upcoming video. I absolutely love the shade Barely Branded, and if out of all of them, I would probably say that one is my favorite. It's kind of like a champagne type of shade or a cream shade, like an off-white with a little bit of shimmer in there. And Bad to the Bronze is what I'm wearing today. This one also has some shimmer, and they have come out with matte ones before, and they just recently also came out with some matte ones in their new, I think they call it the leather line or something like that, and I got one from that. It was creamy beige. So I just highly recommend these. They're just such a good base for your eyeshadows. And if any of you have had trouble with it getting pretty dry, not just at the end of its lifespan, but toward the beginning or maybe in the middle, all I do is take my finger and just basically rub I'll show you. I just take my finger and rub my finger in here for a while, and it just warms it up and it gets creamy again, so it's not a problem. Just at the end of my Barely Branded, I kept trying to do that and it was not working, but really it was only like product along the edges. So I had pretty much used it up and they last forever. This is a recent discovery for me, so maybe in the last couple months, and it is amazing. I didn't get this product at first because I'm a sucker for really good packaging, and this one is just really ugly, but let's just get right past that. So it basically has some white in there mixed in with different shades of pink or a few shades of pink, and you swirl your brush in there and it gives you the most beautiful highlighted effect. I am wearing it today, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not wearing highlighter. It's just that that sheen is coming from this blush. I have 4 of them, and I'm so glad that I finally got over this bad packaging because underneath is a beauty. And then the last 4 products are, oh dear. And the last 4 products are lip products, of course. First one I'm going to talk about is what I'm wearing right now, and I wore it in a recent video as well. This is Make Me Pink. This is my most recent purchase, but it is probably one of my favorite lipsticks from the Maybelline collection. This shade is so flattering in my opinion. It kind of has a purpley tone to it. You can see it on my lips. That's how it looks on me. And I have pigmented lips, so it shows up pretty well. The only thing is, like I said before, they have a scent to them that I don't like. It's like Play-Doh, and it doesn't smell very good. But I do have another lipstick that I want to talk about, and this is one of their Vivids lipsticks, so I love the packaging. This is Pink Pop. It's a pretty bright pink, but it's wearable and flattering. I like wearing this on nights out. I don't really wear it during the day or anything, but it's a really pretty bright pink that I think anybody can rock. Oh, another reason why I love these lipsticks is because no matter how dry my lips are, you can't tell. It just glides on your lips, it magically camouflages all the flakiness and makes it all go away, and it just feels really good on the lips, it looks good, and I have no complaints. Well, minus the scent. And the last 2 are balm type of products. So this is a Maybelline Baby Lips, and I felt like I couldn't do a Maybelline video justice without mentioning a Baby Lips in here. So I'll just tell you which one is my favorite, and I actually don't even know the name of it. Pop of Pink. I don't look at it as a lip balm. I always wear my Carmex Moisture Plus that I always talk about underneath. I wear that underneath everything. And then when I apply this, I just get that sheer color. It smells like candy. I love it. Okay, here's a similar one, and actually might even be the same shade. This is Pink Punch, and this is one of their permanent ones. So let's see. It's pretty much, I think, the same. They're so sheer, it doesn't really matter. Oh, now I'm confusing them. Okay, I'm pretty sure I put the right cap on that. Yeah, I actually think Pink Punch has more of a tint. They're pretty much the same, if you can see that. So they're really sheer. So I recommend, I guess, Pink Punch, because that one is permanent and this one was limited edition. Oh, they smell so good. I wish the lipsticks had the scent of the Baby Lips. And then the last product is a Color Whisper. I really like these. And this is in the shade Petal Rebel, right? Yes, Petal Rebel. This is also a really sheer pink, and I just think it looks so pretty. So this one's going to be a little bit more pigmented than the Baby Lips. It's still going to be pretty sheer, but you can build it up a little bit. And it kind of has that similar pinky effect. I love pinks so much, so all of my products are going to be pink, but love that. So that is my top 10 when it comes to Maybelline. There are other things that I do like from Maybelline. Oh, I have to make sure I don't touch my swatches. I do love a lot of other things from Maybelline, basically like other shades of that product. So I kind of told you that I love pretty much all of these. Same goes for the Color Tattoo. But these are the top 10 that I would recommend. Another thing is, I know some of you were asking about the Maybelline the Nudes palette, and for me, I actually used it today over my Color Tattoo just to stay in that Maybelline theme. I don't know, it's good. It is good for the price. I mean, you get so many options for 10 bucks, but they're not my favorite shadows, so I didn't really feel like it was worthy of my top 10. I prefer Wet n Wild eyeshadows, so I didn't feel like this was something to put in my top 10, but I like it enough where I'll definitely use it. I used it today, but it's not something to run to the drugstore for. If you have any questions about other Maybelline products that you're curious about, maybe I've tried them, maybe I have not, but you can leave some comments below and I will try to answer questions for you. Also, if you see any questions from other people and you have a lot of experience with Maybelline, let's start a dialogue in the comments, so go ahead and leave each other questions and answer each other's questions and all of that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all again really soon. Bye!